Teddi Mellencamp has openly declared her current relationship status as single, and she's actively exploring the world of online dating through a popular app known as Hinge. At 44 years old, she recently delved into her dating adventures during a candid discussion on her podcast titled, Two Teas in a Pod, which she co-hosts with Tamara Judge. This episode, which aired on a Friday, provided listeners with an inside look at Mellencamp's experiences navigating the app. She confirmed that she is indeed single at the moment and proceeded to share details about the various potential matches she's encountered while using Hinge. One particular aspect she highlighted was her adjustment to the age preferences on her profile. She mentioned increasing the upper age limit to 55, but described the outcome as a complete disaster. Mellencamp elaborated on the noticeable differences in the profiles of men between the ages of 50 and 55, pointing out how the app's user base in that range presented unexpected challenges. She expressed uncertainty about the accuracy of the ages listed by these men, wondering if they might be misrepresenting themselves to appear more appealing or to fit certain criteria. When her co-host, Judge, who is 58, inquired about the mechanics of the app, Mellencamp explained a unique feature involving virtual roses. She described how users can send these roses to initiate conversations, but noted that they come at a cost, requiring payment. This added an element of selectivity to the interactions, as it discourages casual or insincere approaches. Mellencamp admitted that her engagement with the app is sporadic, primarily occurring when she's feeling bored, which she humorously quantified as happening 99% of the time. This lighthearted admission paints a picture of someone dipping their toes into dating without full commitment, using it as a diversion rather than a serious pursuit. Judge then probed further, asking about Mellencamp's strategy for starting conversations, specifically what her opening lines might be. Mellencamp responded that she doesn't initiate. Instead, she waits for the men to make the first move by sending messages or those paid roses. This passive approach suggests a preference for being pursued, perhaps stemming from her experiences or personal style in relationships. This foray into dating follows Mellencamp's separation from her husband, Edwin Arroyave, which occurred in November 2024. The split was attributed to irreconcilable differences, as detailed in legal documents. Mellencamp, who shares 3 children with Arroyave, Slate at 12, Cruz at 11 and Dove at 5, issued a public statement on social media at the time. She described the decision to divorce as one made after careful thought and consideration, emphasizing that her top priority remains her children's privacy and well-being as they transition into this new family dynamic. In her announcement, Mellencamp expressed reluctance to make the matter public but felt it necessary to counteract potential speculation and rumors. By being transparent and vulnerable, she aimed to set the narrative straight and protect her family from misinformation. Despite the ongoing separation, the couple has paused their divorce proceedings and chosen to continue cohabitating. This arrangement stems from a serious health challenge Mellencamp faced when multiple tumors were discovered near her brain in early 2025. She was subsequently diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer, leading to a series of medical interventions including surgeries to excise the malignant growths, followed by radiation and immunotherapy treatments. This brain cancer diagnosis came on the heels of her earlier struggle with melanoma, which she had been battling since 2022. Throughout this ordeal, Mellencamp has shown remarkable resilience, framing her fight not only for her own survival but also for the sake of her family and loved ones. In a detailed interview featured as a cover story in April 2025, she shared her mindset, acknowledging the gravity of her situation while committing to battle as fiercely as possible. She has been honest with her children about her condition, avoiding false reassurances like promising a guaranteed recovery, as she doesn't want to mislead them about the uncertainties involved. By October 2025, Mellencamp announced positive progress. The cancer, which had spread to her lungs, was no longer detectable. However, she tempered this news by explaining that true remission would only be confirmed after several years of monitoring. This update brought hope but also underscored the long-term nature of her health journey. Post-separation, Mellencamp briefly entered a relationship with Richie Ray, lasting from June to July 2025. During this time, she discussed on her podcast the complexities of dating amid her cancer battle. She stressed the importance of transparency with potential partners, laying out her circumstances clearly from the start. Mellencamp conveyed that if someone found her situation too daunting, she would understand and not harbor resentment, though it might hurt emotionally. She presented herself authentically, offering what she has to give and accepting that it might not suit everyone. Mellencamp's openness about her dating life, health struggles, and family priorities reveals a multifaceted individual navigating significant life changes. As a former cast member of a well-known reality television show focused on affluent women in Beverly Hills, she has experience in the public eye, which likely influences her approach to sharing personal stories. Her podcast serves as a platform for these discussions, allowing her to connect with audiences on topics ranging from relationships to resilience. In elaborating on her Hinge experiences, Mellencamp's anecdotes highlight common challenges in modern dating, such as age discrepancies and the gamification of apps with features like paid interactions. Her humorous take on boredom-driven swiping resonates with many who use dating apps casually. The age range adjustment story illustrates how small changes can lead to vastly different outcomes, prompting reflections on compatibility and authenticity in online profiles. Her co-parenting situation with Arroyave, despite the split, demonstrates a commitment to stability for their children. Living together during her health crisis allows for continuity and support, prioritizing the kids' needs above personal differences. This pragmatic approach speaks to mature handling of divorce, especially under trying circumstances.